Survive the Undead is Halo Infinite's newest mode. I just played it and it's some of the most fun I've had playing Halo Infinite in months, possibly even years. I think before this update, the last time I enjoyed was when Firefight came out, which leads me to believe there is a pattern in the times where I actually enjoy playing Halo Infinite, and it's when PvE content releases. For some reason, the default standard matchmaking, it's there, I can play it for 30 minutes and then I'm bored. But the PvE experiences, especially this one, I feel like I could play this for 2 hours, maybe even 3, before I feel like it's time to hop off and, do something else for the day. The mode works exactly like Call of Duty Zombies, that's basically what it is. It's CoD Zombies in Halo. So endless round-based horde mode, made with Halo Infinite's Forge. This isn't an official mode, but I think that due to the popularity of it, it took me 8 seconds to find a game, so everyone is searching this playlist right now. I think that it should highly incentivize 343 to do this as an official mode in a future game, and the one change that I would make is that we are against the Flood enemies rather than the Banished. That would be the only thing that improves this, to really make it feel like CoD Zombies in Halo, but we haven't had the Flood in a mainline Halo game for a long time now. So yeah, overall this mode is great. It's like a mesh between Firefight and CoD Zombies. It's fast-paced, it's kind of spooky at times, it's very intense, but at the same time it's enjoyable, it's casual rather than competitive, and it's a mode where I can feel like I can lay back in my chair and play, rather than slowly leaning forward and doing the classic hunchback gamer position. As you'd expect, killing enemies or zombies earns you points, and with the points you will be able to buy upgrades, perks, new weapons, the random mystery weapon box from Call of Duty as well. Things such as max ammo and insta-kill that drop from some of the zombies are there as well. Juggernaut is in there, everything you would expect from, Call of Duty Zombies, it's there. Right now, this is the most popular mode in Halo Infinite. It took me 8 seconds to find a match. The playlist is up for 2 weeks, I believe, and we, 343 wants everyone's feedback. We have to go and tell them what we think of this, but I think the general message has already been solidified, and it will be that we definitely want this to stay. This is definitely the direction that they should be taking content updates with Halo Infinite. Stop doing the egregious shop prices updates, that kind of stuff, flooding us with cosmetics and claiming that it's a content update. The matchmaking new multiplayer maps that are remakes of Halo 5, Halo 4, Halo 3 maps, whatever, those get boring after a couple weeks. A new map alone isn't enough to fill me with enough entertainment to stay on the game for more than 30 minutes. Once I've played it a few times on every game mode, I've basically done it. And that's it. But with this, it's more fun, it's enjoyable, you play with your friends against the NPCs, PvE experience, it's more laid back, not as stressing, and I can just have fun, and I genuinely think I could play this for a few hours. So I think going forward, it would be very smart to do maps for this. Do 2 more maps for the Survive the Undead playlist. Then, when those get a little bit old, maybe change some of the settings. Like, for example, you could do like an insanity mode or something where you just start against the most difficult enemies. You could do difficulty levels. You could do Survive the Undead, normal, heroic, legendary, like you did with Firefight. Maybe you could do one where it is possible to win, rather than endless rounds. And maybe one day you could bring us basic Firefight, rather than the King of the Hill variant, that still hasn't been added. But, yeah, there you go, I just wanted to say that I've tried this out. And, as I said, one of the best things I've played in Infinite. I hope that the content goes in this direction. I know that there's also the Battle Royale thing by the Forge Falcons. Hopefully that gets added to matchmaking too. The Forge Falcons could genuinely just save Halo, well, not save, but, give Halo Infinite a lifeline, keep it on its last legs for a few more months. I think they could be the ones who managed to do that. They seem to put out some great stuff. I have found a list here of all the things that this mode contains. So the attack perk machine is one of them, which gives you extra damage and increases your melee impulse. There are 4 tiers for this, and they cost 600 each. Then there's Juggernaut, which is the same, I think 4 tiers, 600 each. Juggernaut gives you extra health and vampirism. There is the Rush perk machine, which gives you increased movement speed. In the game that I played, someone was using this, and I've noticed that this is like essential to have in the later rounds because the enemies gain speed, so you need to basically match their speed. Otherwise, you're just going to get, surrounded. You're going to get absolutely mauled by a giant circle of them, which happened to me on multiple occasions. So the speed increase, the Rush perk, is definitely one to grab. Again, same thing, 600 points each. It can be bought 4 times. And then the player buyback is pretty cool. There's a dead Spartan on the wall, costs 650 points, and you can buy back a player who is on the respawn screen. Speaking of the respawn screen, you have to keep wiggling your stick around because you do get kicked for inactivity. If you put your controller down and just watch other people play for like 3 minutes, you will get kicked from the game, which kind of sucks. Maybe they can update that. But yeah, just give your stick a bit of a wiggle occasionally and you won't get kicked. I have seen this happen to a few people. Next up is the ammo refill. Kind of mentioned this, there's a max ammo refill. You can spend 350 points to get ammo back and refill all your weapons to max ammo. It is just for the player that buys it, doesn't give it to everyone. But if you pick up a max ammo that drops, then it will give max ammo back to every single player. And then point sharing wall buy. When you buy this, it costs 2,000 points and it will split those between each player evenly. So if you're playing with 2 players, you'll get 1,000 points each. If you're playing with 4, you'll get 500 each. It's a way to distribute your points to the other players to help them. If you've got like 7,000 points, you've got weapons, you've got all the juggernaut, the max ammos, the everything that you could possibly want, and you want to give some of your teammates points to help them level up, then you can do that by using the point sharing wall buy. The weapon mixer costs 1,000 points to use, and on purchase it will give players a random weapon variant. It does not take into account what weapon you are holding, it is completely random. So it's very similar to the random weapon box, which costs I think 600 points, but this one is 1,000 points and it will give you a variant weapon. Power kill is basically instant kill. The power kill drop makes all enemies practically one shot for the next 30 seconds. You have a 1.25% chance to get this after killing an enemy. It will drop next to their body. Power points is a double points for every kill thing. I think that's like is it called XP or something in CoD? So yeah, you'll basically get double points. Oh, I think it's called, in CoD it's just called double points, isn't it? The zombies will go double point. Yeah, it's double points. There we go. The biggest one would be Death to the Enemy, which is just a nuke. If you get that, then it will kill all present enemies on the map, and it will give players 400 points after they do that as well. And then the final thing is the round generator. The round generator drop will refill your ammo in all guns after you pick it up. This applies to all players, so again, that's just the max ammo basically. And that's it. That's every single perk or item buyable in Survive the Undead. Go and play it for yourself. It's very, very fun. This is kind of a ramble plus breakdown about the mode. My immediate thoughts, as I said. Best thing I've played in a while. Contains everything that CoD does. Go and try it for yourself. And yeah, alright. See you.